When this dog saw something moving underwater, it immediately rushed into the water. And when her owners saw what she pulled out of the water, they burst into tears. As a child, Sam did not like pets. His friends had dogs and cats and, although he enjoyed watching the sweet communication between them, he did not imagine that he had such a good time with pets as with his video games. But everything changed when his parents gave him a dog named Max for his 6th birthday. And as soon as he picked him up in his arms, his life changed forever. Their love grew every day, and they got along well with each other. When Sam entered his study room, Max was silent and sat quietly in the corner, waiting for Sam to finish his studies so they could continue playing. The kid loved his furry friend so much that he thought he would never die and they would always be together. Even when his friends lost their pets, Sam said that Max would never leave him. Over time, he overcame this thought, but his feelings for the dog remained the same. Unfortunately, 23 years later, Max fell ill and died in Sam's arms. While the dog was going through its last moments, the guy told her, "It's okay, you were a good friend, now you can rest." After the dog's death, Sam realized that he had never had anyone he could call a friend. He felt as lonely as a ship floating with the current. They say that good things in life happen when we least expect it, and that's how Sam's love story began. It was a terrible night. He went to the bar to relax a little. Once there, he saw a girl who seemed to be in trouble. From the look of her, Sam could see that the girl, Laura, was struggling to hold back tears. So he decided to come closer. Without introducing himself, he sat down next to her and made some jokes. Although Laura tried to put on a stern face, she was touched by Sam's courage and sense of humor. She eventually told him that the man she was dating had cheated on her with her best friend. Sam supported Laura, and they had a long conversation. That night, he saw a part of himself that had been buried after Max's death. He talked to Laura as if they were old friends. He felt very relaxed and very happy. Pretty soon they started a relationship. And that was all Sam had ever dreamed of. They talked on the phone for hours, helped each other with work-related projects. And every day the guy woke up feeling like the happiest person on the planet. He knew that he could do anything for Laura, but soon he would realize that something important was missing in their relationship, and this would happen after he almost lost someone who was very dear to him. 6 months later, Sam proposed to Laura to marry him, and 3 months later they had a wedding ceremony. When the couple returned from their honeymoon, she moved into the house of her dreams. It was their little paradise, and there they had fun and left pleasant memories. 3 months later, Laura found a stray puppy near the house. When Sam saw this, he couldn't believe his eyes. The little dog with the disheveled look was exactly like Max. Sam believed that Max had returned to his life, which is why he also called their new friend. The puppy brought a lot of joy to the couple's life, and they were full of love for him. They didn't know that one day this animal would return their kindness to them in a way they could never have imagined. But one day, without further ado, the couple began to disagree. And then the situation got worse and worse. Very soon, they started going to bed in anger. They were arguing over nothing. But the main problem was that they didn't solve the problems right away. And it was during this probation period that Laura discovered she was pregnant. Sam tried to be more patient and understanding, but Laura's situation and hormonal changes forced her to look for the slightest opportunity to provoke Sam. At some point, the couple began to think that they had made a big mistake by tying the knot. When it was time to give birth, a girl, Lucy, was born. Her appearance brought the couple closer together again, and for a while there was silence and peace. Unfortunately, a few months later, when Lucy started crawling, the arguments resumed. This time it was mainly about household chores and the girl's upbringing. One fine morning, Sam, who was already tired of the constant arguments, asked his wife if they could sit by the pool and discuss problems. At first, the conversation went well, but then Laura began to feel that Sam blamed her for everything. Then she lost her composure, and what should have been a peaceful conversation turned into a heated argument. They both stood up, pointing at each other's face and shouting at each other. At that moment, Max started barking, and before they could say anything, the dog rushed into the pool. The couple was amazed. Max had never jumped into a pool like this before, so what happened to him? A few seconds later, they saw him come up, but it was what he was holding in his teeth that made their lives flash before their eyes. Max was pulling Lucy out of the water, holding her carefully. Without wasting a second, Sam rushed into the pool and saved the girl and the dog. Unfortunately, the water had already entered Lucy's lungs and she lost consciousness. The crying couple quickly took the girl to the hospital. Fortunately, doctors have stabilized her condition. It's all thanks to Max, who acted quickly before the situation got out of control. At the hospital center, doctors scolded the parents for their carefree attitude, which almost cost their baby's life. As a result, the couple learned the lesson the hard way. They knew that they would never forgive themselves if something fatal happened to their daughter. Sam realized that there is no perfect relationship and that in order for a marriage to work out, both must make great sacrifices. He realized that a great relationship does not fall from the sky, but over time is built by two members of the couple who are ready to make an effort. Laura also realized that the foundation of an ideal relationship is patience, forgiveness, and self-sacrifice. Dear viewers, if you liked this video, then like and subscribe to our channel. Goodbye.